landscaping, basically water conservation, especially after the last year when we had that drought and a lot of people's irrigation systems were shut down early. And the answer is yes, absolutely. We love xeriscaping for folks. We do have a couple of water efficient landscaping classes that we usually do once a year. The pandemic has kind of put a damper on that. We also do conservation outreach, and we have some water efficient gardens that we've set up. One's outside our office in Victory. The other one's a little ways from here. It's up down crossing with the library out there. That comes back to what I said about we need to be using the water resources wisely. Per capita, we're using a lot less water than we used to. We're much lower than we were. But the valley is growing and we have more people in it. So we just need to be more thoughtful about how we're using water. There's some really good tools out there. It's not SUEZ related, but for those who are interested, those smart landscaping and smart watering tools that they have at Home Depot and online, those are amazing. You can control them from your phone. Having tools like the smart meter at your house so that you can also see how and when you're using how much water. And it helps your bill. Like I said, your bill is based on how much water you use. I think the more that we can be thinking about plants that are native to Idaho, maybe stay away from the Kentucky bluegrass. There's a nice fescue out there that's for you. You can get it at Zamzo's. Stay away from that Kentucky bluegrass. Stay away from non-native plants. It's going to use less water. It's going to save you money, and they look really nice. I think a lot of the new housing developments are doing that just because that's what people want. But it's those of us who have the existing yards and gardens that have to start making the switch.
This is a comment. There's next door to Eagle, there's a group called Eagle Rethinking Your Landscape that was started in January. And we're posting all kinds and sharing information about water conservation, xeric landscaping, pollinator landscaping for pollinators and stuff like that. So you can join that next door group if you're interested.
What was the name of that one again?
Eagle Rethinking Your Landscape.
The next door group, Eagle Rethinking Your Landscape. That's awesome.
The other thing is, I'm wondering, one of the things, I've been an Eagle Water Company customer for almost 22 years, and partly, I've been planning to do this anyhow, but partly in response to the increased rates we're going to see, I'm hoping to change all of my irrigation over to drip systems this year because in my part of Eagle Water Company territory, our irrigation system of water is treated potable water. And so that's going to be a big expense for a lot of people. My question is, with SUEZ's water conservation efforts, are there incentives, rebates, any kind of thing like that that will help with people changing irrigation systems to conserve more water by putting drip?
It's a really good question. So she was saying that everybody, for those who have larger pieces of land, with the upcoming change to Eagle Water Company, making shift to a drip irrigation, and that's costly. Are there any rebates or incentives through SUEZ for those? Not yet. SUEZ is a regulated utility, so everything that we do, although we're a private company, everything that we do goes through the Public Utilities Commission. And so we do have a conservation plan that we've been operating under with Public Utilities Commission, but we're revamping it now. It's time. So those are things that we're thinking about moving forward, thinking about how we can more effectively use those smart meters so that people know what they're using and have more power over their water use. But anything that's done for that would need to go through the Public Utilities Commission. So it's not it has to be a very thoughtful effort, and it will take time. So those are things that we are thinking about, and I don't have an answer for it yet.
If you were really successful at getting people to conserve water, wouldn't it cause SUEZ to lose profit and go bankrupt?
Good question. If we were really good at getting people to conserve water, would that be bad for SUEZ? And the answer is no, we're doing fine. Actually, when people use less water, it's less wear and tear on the system. It's easier for our employees. Less power. We are one of Idaho Power's top 5 users. Power, and power is actually a direct, that's a pass through to customers. So the less electricity that we use, the lower rates stay. So the more that we can reduce our use in the valley, the better off it is, because you're not getting that wear and tear, the maintenance that's required, you're using less electricity to move the water around, and that directly helps customers' bills. So it's good for everybody. Anyone else?
Just throw this out there. I think one of the fears that people have in general with smart meters regarding electricity or water or anything else is it a two-way thing? Because you hear about people getting electrical smart meters installed, and then if the power grid is being overtaxed, then they can reduce the usage at the customer. Is that anything that happens with the water meters, or is it just reporting?
You're thinking of the AC cool credit, Idaho Power meter, which I have one at my house. The water meter, the smart meter is just reporting. It doesn't, we don't want water back from your house. Keep it once you take it.
There's a no return policy.
It really, the way the system works, that's why it's pressurized, once the water goes into your system, it stays.
I was just thinking that some people might be concerned that if there were issues with the water supply or something, or was being overused, if it could fraud.
No, it has zero capability to do that. Kind of a cool idea, though.
Don't give her ideas. All right, anyone else? Okay. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Township. It was great information.